What's going on, everyone? So I did a video just recently about, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, about head expressions, expressions with the word head in English. And now I want to do a video with phrasal verbs with the word head. A little trick that I always suggest to people regarding phrasal verbs is to think of these common prepositions for common verbs, right? So say the verb is head, right? So we can say head up, head down, head on, head off. We can say head out, head in. So just think of the different directions, basically, or the different prepositions, main ones, and their opposite. To head somewhere, or to head, is a verb in itself, right? I'm going to head to my mom's house, for example. It means to go. It's another way we say to go. And that will usually have a meaning with it if you add those prepositions to a verb. So let's look at the first example. To head in. To head in is like to go inside, right? So I'm going to say a lot of times when I'm talking on the phone, hey, sorry, I've got to hang up the phone. I'm about to head into work. I'm about to head in. Okay, now I just arrived to the store and I'm going to head in to the store. I'm going to head in to the store. You starting to see how this works? Okay, I'm heading into the store right now. I'm heading into the store. So your head can be used as a verb as well. And then as phrasal verbs, it's usually just the direction you're going. For example, I'm going to head out is a way to say I'm going to leave. It's very common. Like, okay, I think we're going to head out. If you're with a group of people, you're like, sorry guys, I'm going to head out. I got to go take care of some things. Okay, so I just left the store. So now I can say I just headed out of the store. Headed out of the store. Head on. So to head on something, that's not really a thing, but we do say, for example, with car accidents, if they crashed, two cars, the front of the car crashed into each other, we'll call that a head-on collision. Or when two people run into each other, we might say they hit each other head on. The other phrasal verb that we have there is head off. These guys are going to head off. It's another way like head out, really. It's similar. I'm going to head off. I'm going to head out. Head off just means like I'm going off. I think we're going to head off. It's basically like saying I'm going to head out. It's basically saying I'm going to leave. And then we have head in, head out, head up. So to head up something, this is not as common, but a lot of times we'll talk about somebody who's going to be in charge of something, like a committee or a group. We could say Bill Gates retired from being the CEO of Microsoft and he selected a new person to head up the company. So it just means to lead, basically. We're doing group projects in class and I'm going to head up the project. So that's one way of using the phrasal verb head up. Another way is if you're going north somewhere, like I'm going to head up to Washington for the weekend. So that's just I'm going to go the direction of up or direction of north. We're not always great with details in English, so I live in Oregon. I might say I'm going to head up to California, which is actually south. So I should be saying I'm going to head down to California, which is also a phrasal verb, to head down. But I think maybe all English speakers end up with a little bit of dyslexia, and we don't really distinguish that all the time. So those are your head phrasal verbs. They're pretty basic. They don't really have completely different meanings than what seems the most logical. So it's basically the verb to head, which means to go, and then a direction you're going in. So that one's a pretty easy phrasal verb for you. The only exception there would be like head on would be more of an adjective really describing a crash, right? They had a head-on collision. And there's another one that I forgot to mention, which is head over. So for this one, I'm giving you an example. I'm gonna head over to the store right now. We just talk about from going one place to another. We'll say, I'm gonna head over. For example, I might say, oh, you guys, what time are you heading over to my house? Or I'm gonna head over to your house. Or in this case, I'm heading over to the store.
It's your turn. Try to use one of these phrasal verbs by writing a sentence in the comments. And check me out on Instagram at Learn English Expressions. And if you want to learn more phrasal verbs and English expressions, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.